Hello friends and welcome back to this place again. And today in this class we are going to study about cloze test. How should we attempt cloze test and what approach we can use to filling the blanks in a cloze test. So let's start with our today's cloze test. See how question comes which is related to cloze test is like this. There will be a passage given and in that passage some of the words will be not there, like 1, 2, 3 I have written. They are filling the blanks and we have to read the passage carefully and choose the correct answer to each question out of the 4 or 5 alternatives and fill in the blanks. See, I have written a complete cloze test here. Then after reading this passage, I'll show you passage as well as options along with this. So before, filling the blanks, let us read the passage once so that we get to know about the essence of the passage. That what is the sense being, discussed in the paragraph. So here we go. Pythons are dash non-venomous snakes found dash in damp places or rocky ledges near marshes or in dense dash. They are considered to be the most primitive dash living snakes dash that retain the traces of hind limbs of a dash era in the form dash horny claw-like spurs, which are present dash either side of dash anus. These hind limbs are functionless dash female pythons. Now after taking this single reading, we understand that what paragraph is all about. Now after reading this, I can say that yes, in paragraph we are discussing one kind of snakes where they can be found and some physical features of that particular snake. So let us see options. See the first one. Pythons are dash non-venomous snakes. Now options say small, cute, tiny and huge. Now let me tell you one thing. The word venomous means toxic and powerful. Okay, both the meanings are equally liable. They can be toxic and liable. It's powerful. Non-venomous means pythons are that kind of snakes which are non-toxic. Okay, but they are powerful. Now see, cute. I don't think snakes can be cute, right? So it's huge. Pythons are huge non-venomous snakes found dash in damp places. Now, in the second filling the blanks, the options are mostly, rarely, occasionally and hardly. Now see, if I consider the paragraph and see the further lines, it is seen that description of their places where we can find them easily is given, right? So snakes found dash in damp places or rocky ledges near marshes or in dense dash. I think in second filling the blanks, I should go with mostly. Why mostly? Because see, mostly means mainly where they can be found or generally where they can be found. So such snakes are generally found in damp places or rocky ledges, right, near marshes or in dense dash. See, cities, jungles, hills and towns. Now only thing that can be dense here and where snakes can be found is in jungles, right? Jungles will be the third answer. See, cities cannot be possible. Hills and towns. Hills, one you can think about hills because they have given rocky ledges, right? But when we are talking about dense places, so jungles will be the perfect answer here, because we have already mentioned about rocky ledges. So I will say that why they will discuss the same thing twice. They will not discuss rocky ledges as well as hills, means they cannot use it twice. So rocky ledges, they will come with dense jungles. Next, they are considered to be the most primitive dash the living snakes. Now the option in the fourth filling the blanks are between, in, among, over. Now see, because we are discussing about other living snakes, right? So option C, among, will be there. Now you must be thinking, why not between and in, right? Between we use when we are discussing about two things only. But there can be a plenty of living snakes. There can be more than two snakes living, of course. So we cannot use between. And in. See, we are not putting anything inside of anything, right? So they are considered to be the most primitive among the living snakes dash. They retain the traces of hind limbs of a dash. Now, coming to the fifth one, the living snakes dash they retain. Now, so, because, and the last D option is but. In fifth one, I will say because they retain the traces of hind limbs. See, why they are called most primitive among the living snakes? Because they are having hind limbs. They are having traces of hind limbs in them, right? So, the fifth one will be because they retain the traces of hind limbs of a dash. Before moving to the next filling the blanks, let us check out other options. So and the next one is but. See, I cannot write down so because there is no conclusive statement here, right? They are most primitive among the living snakes. Why? We have to relate it. So I cannot put so, and because there is no connection between two sentences, I am not joining two sentences here. So no and but is used when we are giving an exception, I will say, right? So I think because they retain the traces of hind limbs of a dash era in the form dash horny claw-like spurs. Now, sixth one, options are bygone, latest, present, and recent. Now see, retain. Now, what do you mean by retain? To retain is to keep the traces, right? Keep the traces of hind limbs of a era dash. Era is about specification of time is here, and I will say bygone is the most appropriate. I can see bygone era in the form of. It is very easy to write down the seventh one, of. Of is a preposition and it is connecting era in the form of horny claw-like spurs. Now, sixth one I will discuss again because here you have to understand the sense of the line. See, we are talking about pythons and one of their physical features that they have kept with them, right? Now, I have written bygone here. Why not latest and why not present and recent? Now, see, if there is a word kind of retain, okay, that means they have kept something with them. Now, if they have kept something with them, means they have taken it from some past, right? So, I have used bygone here. Next, which are present dash either side of dash ns. eighth one, which are present over, above, on, and the next one is in, which are present on either side. On will be the right option here, because see, we are talking about that spurs where they are present, and they are present on either side of dash ns, the, a, an, and that. The, because here I am talking about specific location, right? Spurs which are present on either side of the ns. These hind limbs are functionless dash female pythons. They are functionless in female pythons. The 10th one is very easy. Okay, see, now from this passage we get to know that pythons are non-venomous snakes, and they are mostly found in damp places or rocky ledges near marshes or in dense jungles. They are considered to be the most primitive among the living snakes because they retain the traces of hind limbs of a bygone era in the form of horny claw-like spurs which are present on either side of the ns. These hind limbs are functionless in female pythons. So friends, cloze test is all about practice. Try to do more and more practice so that you can relate the paragraph, you can relate the lines, you can understand the essence of the paragraph. So guys, this is it for today. Keep learning, keep watching.